Why did I want to be published so much? I had no idea. All I knew was that the hunger, the longing to be a published author wouldn't go away. Even when I was presented with evidence in the form of rejection after rejection, that I should, as Nick Hornby said, move on to other pursuits. It's the marketplace, Leon said. It's the weak pound, Brexit. Jane, you know all of this. Leon looked at me and could see I was upset. He softened his voice. You know how hard it is to break into publishing right now, he said. The small houses are almost bankrupt. They can't take chances on new authors the way they used to. They can't give them the time they need to develop a career. It's not your fault they don't want your work. But I don't get why it has to hit you so hard every time. Leon was an author, a successful author. He wrote a series of gritty crime novels set in Liverpool, featuring a tough guy vigilante detective named D.S. Clement. Think Dirty Harry, but black and with a Scouse accent. D.S. Clement liked to take the law into his own hands, acting as judge, jury and executioner, though he always left a little room in his life for romance, as Leon's readers were, as is generally the norm, mostly women. Leon closed the email from the literary agent. You need to take a break, he said. A complete break. The whole thing's making you unhappy. It's all you think about. And besides, he said, gesturing to the kids, they need you. They need you as well, Leon. Leon sighed. They're growing up with a mother who's distracted. He tapped his temple twice with his index finger. Your head is always elsewhere, baby. You imagine life would be so much better if only. Find me a mother who's not like that, Leon, I snapped. Find me a mother who doesn't think her life would be better if only. That's how mothers of small children get through their days. Yes, he said, beginning to lose patience now. But probably for good reason. Either they've got 6 kids or they're bringing them up single-handedly, or else they have a shitty job. I didn't have a shitty job. I taught creative writing for a few hours a week. Leon sighed again. Jane, you have none of those problems. Why can't you just accept that this is... You don't have any of those problems either, and yet I don't exactly see you falling over yourself to be present with your children, Leon. Every time they need you, you're slinking out of the room, hoping I won't notice. Every time I ask you to do something, you don't hear me. Or you give some vague response that I'm supposed to interpret as the writer of the house is thinking. What about me? What about my career? What about your career? Don't do that, I warned. Don't do what? Don't do what you always do when we have this argument. Belittle my attempts. Make out like what I do is some kind of charming hobby. Whereas your work, of course, takes precedent. Your work is so bloody important because it... Jane, he said levelly. The reality is my work pays the bills. What exactly do you want me to do? Oh, fuck off. It was actually Leon's birthday. We had to be at his mother's house in half an hour for a special birthday lunch. I'm 46 years old, he'd said earlier that morning when we were lying in bed. Why am I, a grown man, going to my mother's house on my birthday? Because she wants to see the kids? And she wants to make you something nice to eat? Surely by the time a person's reached 46, they've earned the right to do whatever they please on their birthday. Every year it seems we end up doing the exact thing I least want to do. Next year I'll make an excuse. What would you like to do instead? Stay in bed, he'd said, shooting me a hopeful look. Read, watch TV, open a bottle of wine, have good afternoon sex with my wife. She might dress up a little, something slutty. Any one of those things would make me a happy man. Just one of those things. The kids are 4.5 and nearly 3, Leon. You can say goodbye to that dream birthday of yours for at least another 5 years. Remind me why we had them again, he'd said, smiling.